Good evening and welcome on in to another episode of From Day One. As always, part 2 here, we do have our auditors, frauditors, offsets, flat earthers, and Karens. Along for the ride, and we're going to start with a Karen in Walmart with just a tagline that I've gotta love, always a crime. Always. This suspect actually has a knife and is threatening victims in Walmart's aisles. Let's begin.
Please, hurry up, please. Drop the knife now! Drop it now! Drop the knife! Drop the knife now! 10:33. Drop it! Get back. Back up. Drop the knife now! Drop it. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop it now. Put it down. Put the knife down.
That means drop the knife.
Put it down. Put the knife down.
At this point, the officer just plans to hold the suspect, basically until his backup is able to arrive.
Put it down now. Put the knife down. Put it down. Drop it. Drop the knife. Put it down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
Maybe I could be a killer and I'm not.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
We finally get a second of the officer to show up, and with that, he switches from his gun to his taser.
Drop the knife now.
Taser! Oh, that was a perfect hit!
Drop the knife.
She went down like a sack of suds.
You're all kidnapping me?
No, we're taking you to jail where you belong.
Yeah, I know if this can get cut up. But y'all did my family.
Alright, let's go to court where we have a very testy defendant. Your Honor, you have the courtroom.
This is People versus Butler, 19-0573-19-1064.
Your Honor, respectfully, Sam Reginald, 62186, appearing on behalf of Butler. Your Honor, the docket being listed as bond hearings. Mr. Butler lets me know that he just was released last month. He did close to 40 days in jail for, I believe, a host of matters that were with this court. You sentenced him to, I think, $500 in fines as well as 2 years of probation. I'm not sure if these matters were part of the package in which you sentenced him to, or if they were separate from it.
Okay, let's get some clarification because I know that the probation department approached me about Mr. Butler. Is Mr. Butler on the screen?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Good morning, sir. So we met and the court ordered, we modified your probation. We reinstated the probation. I ordered you to follow the guidelines of the Christian Guidance Center. We kept you on the tether and advised you of the violation. Any violation would result in 30 days jail.
So basically they said that you would still be under deal, you'd have a tether, basically an ankle kind of like deal so they know where you're at, and that if you committed any crime, your ass would be serving jail time. Keep that in mind.
And then we received information from the Christian Guidance Center that you were released on December 22nd, 2021, because your tether was removed. So that was the only thing that was keeping you there.
So in other words, he had what the judge told him that he had to have taken off.
Remember, you asked me to remove that, and I said that I would not, but the jail removed it. And the guidance center advised us that while you were out, you tested positive for cocaine.
And then you committed a chargeable offense on top of it. Oh, dear God.
And so then we scheduled today's hearing. Help, Mr. Jadon?
I will, Your Honor. I does very much.
Okay, and so really this is a probation violation because I reinstated the probation. My goal,
Yes, Your Honor.
Butler, was to just try to get you as much time as possible being clean and sober. And it looks like as soon as I saw you on 12. Yeah. Okay, so, Mr. Butler, are you prepared to plead responsible to the violation? Or would you like to have a hearing with regard to the violation?
Say that again.
Would you like to plead guilty to the violation with an explanation? Or you wish to have a hearing when we will...
I just ain't got, I haven't even started probation yet. That's what I'm saying, Judge. I haven't even started. I was still locked up. I'm supposed to have been released. When they talking about that drug test, I'm supposed to have been released at that time. But they didn't let me out. Somebody messed up the paperwork. You know, I was in there 8 extra days after I talked to you. I'm supposed to have been released.
I told you that I wasn't going to release you from the guidance center. Because as soon as you got out...
Yeah, I'm staying there 8 extra days.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody messed up the paperwork where I didn't get out. I stayed in there 8 extra days.
Why did you think you were getting out?
Because he's a stupid idiot, Your Honor.
You told me I was getting out.
No, I did not.
What did you say?
No, I did not.
You already sentenced me. You had already sentenced me to $500 and some, 2 years probation. I asked you clearly, as I'm released. You told me that it'd take you 2 days to get the paperwork together. That's what you said.
You couldn't wait to get out and get high. You couldn't wait.
That's what I wouldn't
I'm not
think.
going to release you. I'm not going to release you. I'm going to keep the tether on you so you stay in the guidance center. And it looks like as soon as they released you, you went down.
Your Honor, excuse me though. But I asked you clearly. I said, I'm released. Now you can call the counsel. She'll tell you said the same thing.
I doubt that.
Afterwards, I released. You told me yes. You say, I say, how long? I say, Your Honor, I say, how long is it going to take you to send the paperwork? You say you got a big fold of paperwork. It's going to take you 2 days. I stayed in there 8 extra days after that.
Yes, we did it on purpose.
I
Did it on
stayed in there
purpose.
8 extra days after that. After you told me that.
As soon as you got out, you went and tested positive. So which is it? Are you not on probation or are you on probation?
You says I'm on probation. You sent me to probation.
Okay,
You
so then
sent
why
me
were
to 2
you
years.
test positive for cocaine while on probation? You didn't know that you couldn't use cocaine on probation?
No.
You didn't know that?
Wow.
No, I had to go. I was upset that day. I was still locked up.
Right.
I was upset. That's the only reason I used it. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no tale. I'm too old to be telling tale. But I used it because I was upset because I was still locked up.
Right. Right. Well, you're gonna be really upset then. Where are you now, sir?
I'm at home.
Oh, okay.
Not for long.
Okay. Okay, so on case number 19-1064 OT, would you like to find you guilty of a violation? Or you to serve 30 days jail? Case number 19-0573 OT, we're going to find guilty of a violation or you serve 30 days jail. Those are consecutive.
Oh, I want those to be concurrent.
You tell me I gotta do 30 more days?
Yep.
What did you think was going to happen if you used cocaine while on probation?
How can I be on? I ain't even talked to the probation officer until I got out.
I ordered you to probation, so you were
But
on
I never even got out then. I'm still in jail.
And you're going back.
I could be credited for
I was still in jail. I just had to go to the doctor that day.
You're not reading the room, sir.
I had to go to the doctor that day.
And then you got out, right?
All right, well, just send me some paperwork.
No.
I'm not sending you any paperwork. You're going to turn yourself in here at the court Friday, 9:38. This Friday.
Right.
You know, the day after Thursday.
9:30 a.m. Here at the court.
Good. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You asked me to send you some paperwork. Is your address the best address if we send paperwork?
Well, if I do this time, I don't owe y'all no money or nothing, huh?
No, you're done.
I said, don't have to owe y'all no money or nothing. This is to be squashed right now. After I do these 30 days.
Listen, you don't tell me.
No, you're right.
If you would stop talking and listen, you'd hear what's happening. I asked you a question. If we send you mail, is the best address your New York street address?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to give you 8 days credit on the matter, and then we'll close out the probation, waive fines and costs, you're done.
Yes, all right. Thank you.
Anybody else ready, Mr. J?
Your Honor, we're also ready on Lewis and Cooper whenever the court's ready.
I get up this shit.
I suggest you hang up right now before the judge nails you for that.
We're just showing on New York.
You done with me?
Wait.
Dude, read the deal and hang up.
Case number 21-10-87OC, People versus Maddox.
Your Honor, respectfully, Sam Mergedala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Maddox. Your Honor, at this time, we respectfully requesting a brief adjournment for Mr. Maddox to make an appointment to see the Secretary of State in order to ascertain whether his record is clear as he believes it is.
Note our idiot still hasn't disconnected from the Zoom call.
Sure.
Hi, Mr. Maddox, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, miss.
All right. Are you still on Lakewood Street?
Yes. I just went to the 36th District Court 5 days ago, and they said it was nothing on my license. I have no tickets on my name, and everything was good. So I don't know. I don't understand.
Oh.
I've advised Mr. Maddox that sometimes, Your Honor, because it was a holiday weekend, it takes time to record that with the Secretary of State, and there may be something besides the 36th District Court to make sure he needs to make an appointment with the Secretary of State because they are the authority on whether or not everything is clear or not.
All right, Mr. Maddox, we'll see you back. But you're still trying to get your license clear, so you don't want a long time, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's see you back.
My license is clear. I just went to the 36th District Court, and she just told me that, yeah, it's clear. I paid them $2,400 within the past 6 months, and yeah, it's clear.
Dude, they're trying to help you. Shut up.
It's this Inkster situation, and yeah, so I don't understand what's going on. So,
But you're saying at the time that you got the suspension, you were suspended.
yeah, I believe so. I believe it was suspended, and I didn't know. And the only reason it was suspended because I didn't go to the Secretary of State and pay the reinstatement fee, but I did that.
So you don't want to follow your attorney's advice. You want to take care of it today?
Yes, I do.
Other he's an idiot, Your Honor.
I just left the 36th District Court literally 6 days ago downtown Detroit. Gave them not license.
Dude, read your defense attorney. He's shaking his head.
They told me I have no tickets on my name.
And Your Honor, my advice to Mr. Maddox is that 36th District Court may have given them a clearance, but I'm not sure, and he's not sure if there's anything from anywhere else that would be blocking it. And I was trying to explain to Mr. Maddox, just because 36D gave him the thumbs up doesn't necessarily mean that the Secretary of State has.
Wait, wouldn't the Secretary of State seen that?
Pardon me?
Wouldn't the Secretary of State wouldn't 36th District seen that in
No.
the license? If something
No, they only see what they have against you, not what everybody else has against you.
But I didn't get nothing in the mail from the Secretary of State talking about a reinstatement fee or anything like that within the past 2 months and 4 months.
No, this is the guy's connection to the court.
Oh.
Mr. Maddox, you're breaking up. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
I paid the reinstatement fee 4 months ago.
All right, do you want to plead as charged to the suspended?
Read the words. No.
Hello? Mr. Maddox, you're disappearing. Can't hear you. You might need to hang up and try again.
Can
Dude.
you hear me now?
No.
Bruce?
Disconnect.
Little better.
They can get you the continuance.
Yeah, I was just in a bad spot.
Okay, so you can either follow the advice of your attorney or you want to plead guilty and resolve this today, or what's your pleasure?
Resolve it today.
Mr. Maddox, the only resolution is for you to plead guilty as charged, and I will tell you, you should not do that. There's a potential that you can have this become reduced or better if you just verify from the Secretary of State.
I'll bring you back in a week.
I don't have a week to go to Detroit. I work out of town, so I can't
So you don't
go to the Secretary of State.
Dude, both the attorney and the judge are both trying to convince you to sit tight for a week so you can verify with the Secretary of State of your state that they received a reinstatement fee, which would allow the court to either dismiss or reduce these charges extensively. However, this guy doesn't seem to be getting the fucking hint.
Just going to the Secretary of State.
I know that, but when I come back to Detroit on Sunday, it will be closed.
I'm not
I work out of town. So you don't have
time to go to the Secretary of State?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well,
Your Honor, you can't help him if he wants to be an idiot.
Get all this stuff over with, I guess.
all right, Mr. Maddox, do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
Did you operate a vehicle in the city of Inkster on August 18, 2021, and your license was suspended?
Yes.
And you also were speeding in excess of the speed limit?
Yes.
All right.
He's in his fucking car.
On the speeding ticket, you'll pay a fine of $135. On the dropping while license suspended, you'll pay fines and costs of $325 plus the warrant fee of $150. The total is $475 plus $135 is $610.
Wait a minute, I didn't catch this originally. This guy is in court because he doesn't have a valid driver's license. Yet he's in a car driving. As you heard just a moment ago, that was the turn signal click.
Well, a $45 clearance fee, so the total is $655.
Okay. Can I give you guys half the money Friday and then half the money next Friday?
Yep, I'll give you 60 days to pay it.
Okay, thank you. And do you guys accept a debit card, the card, or credit like cash? Okay.
Yes.
And I can just get information off your website?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Who else is ready, Mr. J? Oh, hello.
And that was that idiot. Now, next thing we have, and I had lined this one up, is we'll have a day in the court of Judge Simpson. So, as always, of course, I do kind of watch certain courts, like 32nd District, Judge Middleton and the like. But this was a day at Judge Simpson's court, and quickly realized that we were going to have even more fun today, so we mixed some of the clips up to make viewing listening easier, and increase awareness on what transpires in our court system. First clip I'm going to play is something that happened later, just to kind of like give you a tone of what's going to happen.
Judge, I'm glad to see someone else is having a day like mine. So,
you needed to be here before. I really hope you're not having a day like mine.
Well,
all right. Other than that, everything else is in the order that it happened in the day there in Judge's court. So let's begin with the beginning of the day and the first case up on the docket.
First case, Other People versus Denise Underwood.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Miss Underwood?
The dude is playing cards in the
Are
corner.
You represented by an attorney? She came out of arrangement with an attorney. Ma'am, do you want to be represented by an attorney on this?
No, I don't have to.
You don't have
what
to.
You're doing?
No.
You don't know what you're doing?
You don't know what you're doing, but you don't want to be represented by an attorney.
So why wouldn't you want to be represented by an attorney?
I've been here waiting for her since 9 o'clock.
Waiting for who?
Anna Wilden, I think that's her name.
I believe she's referring to the court clerk.
What court clerk? What?
Good answer, Your Honor.
Who have you been waiting on, ma'am?
The person to talk to about my case, sir.
Okay, so who were you expecting to talk to?
I'm not sure, sir.
And yet you don't want an attorney.
So, Miss Underwood?
Yes.
You really have no clue what you're doing, do you?
No.
And you realize that the offense that you're charged with carries up to 93 days in jail? I'm not saying that I do that, but there is the potential of incarceration. You understand that, ma'am?
No, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah. Okay.
So would you like an attorney again?
That might be 93 reasons why you may need an attorney.
93 reasons why you need an
wish to be
attorney.
Represented by counsel.
Let's try this again. Would you like an attorney?
The answer. All right.
Good answer.
Your case.
Your Honor, I'm happy to speak with Miss Underwood.
Well, she's already been arraigned on this case. What I'm going to do is I will adjourn the matter out to April 20th, 2022, 9 a.m. Miss Underwood?
Yes,
I'm going
sir.
to give you a phone number. I'm giving you the phone number to the public defender's office. You got something to write with?
No, you don't.
No, just like you didn't have an attorney. You don't have anything to write with. Come on, find something.
Other, get something here.
Okay, I'm going to use my phone.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Use the phone. That's
I'm
what you
using
want
my
to do
phone.
anyway. All right. You ready?
I'm so sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure it's going to get worse today, so you're all right. What?
Okay.
That's a little prophetic, Your Honor.
Okay. It's area code 734.
Okay.
222 6970.
And note that is a valid phone number. Please do not go pranking that phone number. It is for people who actually legitimately need public defender assistance in that part of the country.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Yes, I did, sir.
Or you just shut your screen off and are pretending? Which one?
Both.
I got it, sir.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, Ms. Underwood, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you, you too.
Court recalls the case of the People versus Cagle. Mr. Cagle, you're still under oath.
Yes, sir.
You had indicated that you wish to plead no contest to this charge. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes.
Let me explain two things about it to make sure that you understand. The first thing you need to understand about a no contest plea is it means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. Do you understand that? The second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court is going to treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Which means basically no contest, also known as nolo contendere, basically means you stand mute. You don't go ahead and say you're innocent, but you don't say you're guilty, but you basically kind of like concede that, well, if this would go to trial, you would very likely be found guilty. But it avoids you actually having to say in open court, yes, Your Honor, I'm guilty. However, the judge is also telling him, hey, in purposes of us sentencing you, we count it as basically you saying guilty. That's why he had to go through both and get confirmation with the defendant as to that to make sure that's what the defendant knew as well. Now back to the judge.
So to the charge of retail fraud, how do you plead?
Guilty.
No contest.
Okay, really? Seriously?
No contest.
Seriously.
And then he just pled guilty. Fuck. I know we've already put these together, but still, that just gets me. You're supposed to plead no contest, yet the judge goes, okay, so how do you want to plead? I plead guilty, Your Honor. Oh, hold on, we gotta go back to that. That's one of the few moments that makes me happy.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So to the charge of retail fraud, how do you plead?
Guilty.
No contest.
Okay, really? Seriously?
No contest.
Seriously.
Sorry.
Seriously.
No contest. I'm sorry. Scratch that, please.
Yeah, okay. You understand that by pleading no contest, and the basis for the no contest plea?
Civil liability.
All right. For cause case, People versus Melissa on spot.
And Miss Anspaugh, I believe, was just taken into custody. I did try to reach out to her by phone. Obviously, this may be why I could not reach her, but I did not know that she was in custody until this morning, so we have not had a chance to speak. I would be asking for an adjournment. It does look like this is the only case holding her. However, she does have a $10,000 bond. We would just be asking for that to be either converted to a PR bond or lowered so that she would have a chance of getting out of custody.
Well, I don't know what you're going to do, because I am not going to lower the bond, because we have been looking to try to get this matter resolved since 2017.
That's a long time. 5 years.
12. So we're just short of what would be 5 years. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Any more, Your Honor?
Bench warrants.
Oh, 8 bench warrants.
Understood.
Only 8?
All right. If we could just get the briefest adjournment possible so that I can speak with you.
My next date is the 20th.
Actually, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I wanted to plead the case out and plead guilty and be sentenced today. If you could just do all that.
I'm not going to sentence today.
There is an offer for a deferred sentence. Ma'am, if you
Which means she'd have to go to probation in any event.
Right. So, but you would still be in custody either way, ma'am.
Whether I was sentenced or not.
Well, you wouldn't be sentenced today, is what the judge is saying. They would refer you to probation and bring you back one more time for sentencing.
Okay, yeah, I'm on probation right now, circuit court in Lanaway County, and I drive once a week, and I also am in drug.
Oh, look at the judge's face. Oh, sorry, you guys can see, but the judge's face is just like, wait, what?
How'd you get picked up, ma'am?
I've been in Lanaway County jail for 30 days, and then I came straight here.
Why were you in Lenawee County Jail?
Because I was driving my car without insurance, and I got pulled over, and I had a probation violation there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, you want the 20th?
Yes, please.
That's my earliest date.
Okay.
Quick flowers.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Melissa Kleeman on behalf of Ms. Flower. And ma'am, can you unmute and state your name for the record, please?
Kimberly Lynn Flower.
And there is an offer today for her to plea with a deferred sentence if she would like to accept that offer.
Ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name for the record.
Kimberly Lynn Flower.
So far, so
Ms.
good.
Flowers, it's this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud under the Pittsfield Township Ordinance. You can put your hand down.
Yeah, put your hand down.
That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail and or a $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yeah.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
February 1st, 2022, at the location of 7000 East Michigan Avenue, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What'd you do at the Walmart store that makes you think that you're guilty?
The Listerine did not scan at the register. And
wait, whoa, stop. Wait, what? This is supposed to be a theft case, and you're saying what makes you think you're guilty is that you were at a checkout, swiping a bottle of Listerine through the detection, and it didn't scan. I think we're missing something here.
And I scanned some on sale items. I changed the price at the register. I did what the lady told me I could do. A sales lady. I changed the price. I used one to scan multiple items that were supposed to be on sale.
Your Honor.
Okay. All right, let's go to the Listerine first. You said the Listerine didn't scan. Okay, did you skip scan it?
Pardon me?
Okay. Did you not scan the item?
I thought I scanned the item, but it did not scan.
Okay, so you did not have are you telling me you didn't have an intention to not pay for it? It just didn't scan.
Right.
Okay.
If we could pass briefly,
well, we might have it with two. Hold on.
Okay.
The other items that you said you scanned multiple items of the same thing?
Yes.
Hey, ma'am, let me ask you this. You said they were on sale.
Yes.
Is anything that you did you switch any price tags?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But the price. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
There were no price. I had the price tag was on one. I scanned the one price tag for the one on the one for the other item.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
In doing that, were you at all intending to pay a lesser amount than what you thought should be those items cost?
Yes, because that's what the lady told me they were.
Okay, maybe I asked a bad question.
Yeah, try again, Your Honor.
You weren't trying to cheat the store out of anything. Like you thought the other items that you were scanning, I'm just gonna pick a price, were $5.
Right.
And that's what you thought they were.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that you asked somebody at Walmart about what to do, and that's what you did.
Yeah.
Okay. I cannot accept her plea, obviously, to either one. So
We could either pass briefly, or if we could have a short adjournment, I'll speak with her further.
all right, ma'am. I can't accept your plea because based upon what you told me, you're not
guilty.
Determined that you're not guilty of anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn the matter out 2 weeks and let you have an opportunity to speak with counsel again on this matter and figure out how you want to proceed. So I'll adjourn the matter to April 20th, 2022, 9 a.m. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next case.
Calls case, People versus DeMarcus Parker.
Hunter Ed Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Amber Harris, listening on behalf of Mr. DeMarcus Parker. Mr. Parker, if you are present, can you please unmute and state your name for the record?
DeMarcus Parker.
Your Honor, we are here just for a driving while license suspended. Mr. Parker's license is currently valid.
It is.
Then, Your Honor, if he wants to enter an admission to double parking, I'd move to add count 2.
Is that what he wants to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
That sounds pretty good. Let's see how we get this fucked up.
And Mr. Parker, you admit responsibility to the fact that on January 8, 2017, Carpenter Avenue, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you double parked a motor vehicle.
I actually don't remember, but I don't remember that, honestly.
Mr. Parker.
Yes.
They're dismissing the count of driving while license suspended, and you're pleading to double parking.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try this again, Your Honor.
Now on that date that you double parked a motor vehicle?
Yeah, I'll recall.
Okay.
Better.
And so you admit responsibility to that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Court will accept this admission to double parking. Count 1 is fines and cost of $180. He almost blew it. Fines and cost of $180. When can you get that paid, man?
I'll get paid next week. I'll get paid next.
Okay, any day next week? What day?
Friday.
You gonna forget?
No,
yes, Your Honor.
Friday, because all right, fine. Pay it by.
That's the day. Early.
Pay it by April 15th, 2022. All right.
All right.
You take care.
All right, you too.
Calls case
Next case.
Charles Williams.
Hunter Ed Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Amber Harris, listening on behalf of Mr. Charles Williams. Mr. Williams, if you are present, can you please unmute and state your name for the record?
Yes, my name is Charles Williams.
All right, what are we doing on this?
Your Honor, Mr. Williams is just asking for a brief 4 to 6 week adjournment so he's able to take his roadside test.
Gonna take a road test?
Yeah.
Can he drive?
No.
I'm hoping he can.
I'll say that. No.
I'll give him the time. You gonna pass, Mr. Williams?
Hey, I'm hoping, Hey, I'm gonna try my best.
All right. From yesterday, we had people here. Can you parallel park?
That would be no.
That's a no. All right. Okay. So just try to avoid the cones. He needs about. Do you have it set up already or no?
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, I'll do it. He's given that long. He may have to take it twice the way he's talking.
Have faith, Your Honor.
I have faith. He's got to have faith first. He's telling me.
We're going to pray about it. We're going to pray about it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to let him Practice parallel parking. So I'm gonna give you till May 18th. That's what I'll turn this out to, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You got that, Mr. Williams? All right. Just, don't hit any of the cones and stay in the lines. Nice I can give you. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's 11. All right, I'm done. Did you already do the list? All right. Folks, give me about 5-10 minutes. Take a break. We're going into our next block. The list should be up, and then I'll come back and start calling cases.
And we'll skip ahead for that.
All right. Here calls the case. People versus James Johnson.
Galen Kirby on behalf of the people.
Second. Assistant Public Defender, Your Honor, on behalf of, you call Mr. James Johnson, correct?
Yes. James Johnson. He is checked in. I just say his name. James Johnson.
That means you're supposed to answer the judge, your sir.
Yeah, he just left.
Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Johnson this morning. If we can pass this matter, I can try and give him a call again.
Call it up first in the next block, but better be there or he's going to get a bench warrant. Is that it for that? All right, that was my 11.
It looks like his name, he is back on the screen. I don't know if we want to try and call him again.
James Johnson. Mr. Johnson, can you unmute?
Yeah.
I got him.
Good afternoon.
All right, we have the idiot. Okay.
Assistant Public Defender, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Johnson, we are requesting an adjournment in this matter. Mr. Johnson actually has a couple of other matters. I am drafting an email now to the prosecutors looking if we can get a global resolution, and then we hopefully will be able to resolve this at his PCC scheduled for the 14th in front of
Whoa. Slow your roll, defense attorney. You're going to find out why in just a quick second.
you.
Your Honor, this is actually part of a global resolution where he took a plea in 1482 and we agreed to dismiss numerous cases between the state and the city. This is supposed to be a plea today where he's going to be pleading to the OWI. If that is no longer the case, then I will have to contact 1482 to talk about his other matters. This was discussed at length via email.
Yeah, when my last attorney
hold on.
Shut up, sir.
Just I got you. But hold on. Counsel?
I apologize, Your Honor. I was not privy to that email and it didn't show up in the notes. I didn't have contact with Mr. Johnson prior to today. He did log into the Zoom and I gave him my telephone number and we were able to speak during this hearing. I did not know about that agreement. Ms. Kirby, do you know which person from my office you spoke with?
Yeah, Mr. Johnson, who were you talking to?
It's Mr. Meyer.
Hold on a second. What? Go ahead.
It's Mr. Meyer from your office.
1482.
Mr. Johnson, is that who you were dealing with?
I believe I did have Mr. Myers, but like I told Mr. Myers, I'm not accepting no DUI.
Okay, so let me just try to figure this out because Mr. Johnson, do you know anything about a global resolution to a bunch of other cases or anything like that?
No, it wasn't no global resolution. Only thing that I know about is I had some cases in front of another misdemeanor judge. I believe it was Tabby. And somehow, some way, my a case left from his courtroom and went back over to, I guess, this courtroom. That's the only thing I know about.
Something like you believe in magic?
Which case was that? Do you know what it was?
No, I'm really not too for sure which actual case. I got so much going on right now. But
you shouldn't have that much going on.
I'm taking that OWI to trial. I mean, I looked up Supreme Court law and stuff, so I won't take that to trial. It was just a state Supreme Court case that was just issued.
Don't go into detail, Mr. Johnson. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Mr. Johnson already pled to 2 attempt R&Os, and I dismissed a trespass as part of this resolution. And then the city dismissed DWLS, a trespass, and another DWLS and disorderly. And then I was going to dismiss another trespass as well as the second count of this case. So if that is not the case, I will contact the city attorney and we will be reinstating all of those charges.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to...
Mr. Johnson, hold on.
Johnson, please. Counsel, what do you have?
I again, Your Honor, I apologize for the mix-up. We can either try and pass this matter. I am messaging Mr. Myers from my office now to see if he can bring me up to date on what's going on. I can have another conversation with Mr. Johnson, remind him of whatever that agreement was.
Here's what I'm going to do, because I don't know. He just dropped out of that.
No, he's still here.
Mr. Johnson?
He's on mute.
Where? Yeah. I lost him. Oh, there he is. Okay. All right.
Wait a minute. Really? Oh my God. The fucking pan this camera real quick. He's actually shirtless, sitting on the toilet in the middle of this court case. Oh, and by the way, I can't believe I just pulled 2 Super Titans back to back. But dear God, dude, don't be in a court case shirtless on the toilet.
Well, look, I've heard 2 different things at least about what's going on. None of them seem to match what Mr. Johnson is indicating to the court. Somebody needs to figure it out so he knows what he's doing or not doing. And so what I will do on this one, however it turns out, it turns out. I'll adjourn this to the 20th.
I believe I got another court date on that date, but I'll check and see.
Where?
I believe that's a Monday, correct?
That'll be Wednesday.
That'd be Wednesday.
Oh, no, I ain't got one. Okay, that's cool.
April 20th, 2022, 9 a.m. Where's the Zoom invite indicates? You guys figure it all out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Is that it for that block? All right, that block is finished. I'll come back up for my new block shortly, folks. Court stand in recess.
Can my attorney call me?
I will call you.
Dude, shut up.
All right, cool. What I look like 75.
Court calls case of the people versus Devon McCord. Okay, he's iPhone 4. Sir, you're going to need to get somebody someplace stable where you've got good Wi-Fi connection, because if you're walking around, you're breaking up on me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
If you stay right there, that was good.
Okay.
Okay, all right. All right, what are we doing on, he kept walking. See, this is what I'm talking about. I tell you what to do, and you just keep walking. Just
yes, you did, Your Honor.
Just stay right there.
Okay.
Apologies in advance.
Listening. Okay, what are we doing?
Apologies in advance, Your Honor. In this case, we would be requesting an adjournment as well.
Oh,
what's the reason for the adjournment?
There is more discovery that we have requested.
Okay, once again, this case started February 2nd.
I do understand that, Your Honor.
Wasn't it requested before then?
Your Honor, we do an initial discovery request, and it is inclusive of all media.
Okay, so what has recently come up?
The police report, Your Honor, speaks to a photo lineup, as well as some video recording, and none of that was involved or included in the discovery that we received.
April 20th, 2022, 9 a.m.
All right.
Continue.
So, in other words, you got your passment. Now, give me 1 second. I just got to queue it up. We move on to part 2. And actually, I'm going to have to take that back as I'm looking at the time compared to the time we got left. You'll have to come on back for part 2 tomorrow for Judge Simpson's day in the life of his courtroom. In the meantime, let me see if I can find a quickie. Actually, let's go ahead and no. Let's see if we can find a Judge Judy hyper case of the evening. Okay, let's see. Alrighty, I'm looking. Need something that isn't drastically forever. Alright, so let's do this. A beauty salon deal gone bust. We pick it up where the good part of the case resolves itself.
You need your wife. You need your proof. Do you understand?
I understand.
Very good. I need checks. I need canceled checks. Do you have that with you? It doesn't look like you have anything.
I have some, but can I explain it to the mind?
The answer is no.
Because he was most of the time asking for cash. I have proof that he was asking for cash only.
Did you ask for cash?
Never.
No. Let me see the proof that they asked for cash.
Can I come take cash money? No, I have check as well. Here is cash money.
All I want to know is,
that's $1,450.
Did you ask for cash?
I asked for however we could get the money, check for cash.
That's $1,450, and that's in the bank, in the cell phone. Every couple of days he asks for $200, $300. Show it to him.
Can I just see the phone?
Yes, and my son will get it out.
Okay, here we go. So at some point your contract was modified because this says from you, this is from you, all that we are looking to get is the last $3,200.
Right.
Not a penny more. And this is 3 weekends in a row that you had planned on meeting with me, and I haven't so much as gotten a text. So now it's not $18,000, it's $3,200 that they owe you, that you acknowledge that they owe you.
Right. But we do have...
Just a second. What can you give me tomorrow in cash? Can you give me $200?
And, Your Honor, the reason why I was asking for cash was because he began to write us bad checks.
And we also have audio of him confirming that he did write us a bad check. So when I went to my bank to...
Okay, sir. Did you ever give him any more money? Listen to me. Did you ever give him any more money after he asked for the $200 in cash? Did you give him the $200?
Only $200, and that's it.
And that was it. So you gave him the $200.
$200 he came and...
Just a second. So you gave him the $200.
And that's it.
That was September. So
no,
now
it was July.
Now he owes, you only owe them $3,000.
I don't.
Did you pay them the $3,000?
No.
Well, you don't say here that I don't owe you $3,200.
I didn't. I just ignore him. I block him. I don't answer him anymore.
We actually have a tape of him.
Just a second. Well, you owe him $3,000.
No. Yes, I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Just a second. Then you tell me. So far, you owe him $3,000. Okay. You tell me why not.
First of all, I just want to buy something. He said I gave him bad check. I never. Okay, that's why I don't owe him bad check. When I bought the business from Adam and his wife, they make the whole world, like, as you say, it's Buffett. It's $1 million a week. I have 100 customers. Okay, it's fine. But we hire his wife to work for us, and I paying her.
Right from the beginning?
From the beginning. We hire her to work for us, and she get 4 or 5 girls, her own people. And one day she start to answer. We ask her, do you make any money? No. So my wife called her. My wife, she never deal with this.
You can't tell me anything your wife said or did.
I understand. Okay. I asked Adam, your wife didn't bring any money for us. She texts my wife, very nasty text, and me, both of us, with a nasty attitude. So I tell my wife, we don't need that. Go close this business and fire her. My wife went to Starbucks, and she asked her question, and whatever happened, she went there and she closed the place. Said, I don't want you. We're closing up. In that time, we close.
So you closed.
We close. No, right now we're open, but we close that time. Okay. We close it because we didn't have anybody to work, and my wife is not going to work. And she have 4 girls working for her, all her group, her people. She texts me, she said, if you fire me, nobody will work. I said, okay, I'll close it. I don't need this business. So we closed the business 3-4 months. And when we come, we look at how many parties she done, and you can ask her. She never gave me one dime, and she make 10 parties.
I don't know any of that, sir, and you have no proof of that because there's very little. Because you have no proof because I see there's nothing on your table. So far, you owe him $3,000.
I pay him $1,450. He was hiding from his wife because she was very tough with him. Here is the $1,450. She don't know nothing about it. He was coming to me.
All I'm asking you for, sir,
I gave you
the proof. No, you didn't.
I gave you the check, his signature.
You gave me a check
for $1,450. No, I know what I'm saying.
Do you see what this is? I cannot see what this is.
That's his signature, ma'am.
So what?
He signed, received $450.
So what? That's in December.
Yes, but she didn't know about it.
You owe him $3,000. Judgment for the plaintiff. We're done.
Thank you, Your Honor. Of course, come on back in the overnight. We will have Art Bell with Spooky Matter. And you'll want to be around for that. Of course, like, share, and subscribe. Get us to the goal of 50,000 views, 1,000 subscribers. So Boxy over at Extra sends us nice red packages we can send to you all. And of course, Google, YouTube puts us on the algorithms so that we get shown to more people and can make this viable. CoinBase, Ibotta, and Gain.gg are below. You know the drill, so I'm not going to bother with that. Until Art Bell in the overnight with Spooky Matter. Like, share, and subscribe, be kind to one another, and release the Krakens as we march on through Dominion and through a Mira situation here on From Day One. Have a great night. We'll see you